Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Oh, I'm glad you've done your hair after that walk with the dog.
Is that good, is it?
Yeah, well, no, it's not that good, but it looks better than it did.
I nearly poked myself in my glasses there, all of a panic.
Today, can we talk about some myths about academies that parents might have?
Yes. Well, based on the questions that are sent in, there's quite a few. So let's look at three today. Firstly, the first myth is that academies are only interested in big, strong players. It's simply not true. There are some academies who have historically preferred that profile of players, but it's by no means all academies. And most academies will want to get a balance of types of players they have in their squads. So they will be looking for the smaller, let's say, technical players, as well as the bigger, stronger players, because they should be looking into the future. Certain academies do have their own styles and preferences, but it's an absolute myth to say that if you're a small technical player, you don't get on. I mean, how did any of the technical players like, Phil Foden or whatever, how did Jack Grealish even, how did they get through then? So it's just not true. Second myth would be that there is no way through, that joining an academy is pointless because hardly any kids get into professional football, so it's all a charade. This is, again, simply not true. Every one of the players playing for your favourite team or playing for England have all come through academies. So obviously some do make it. But yes, it is elite sport and it's difficult to get through. But another thing about the England team, if you look at it, is that quite a few of those players started off at smaller academies, not the biggest clubs. For example, John Stones, I think, started at Barnsley. Carl Walker started at Sheffield United, I think. So players start at different academies and they progress. But they all have started at academies. All of them are scouted at some point. Most of them would have played grassroots at some point, even when very young before that. So there is that pathway there. Of course it's tough because it's a pyramid. But it'd be ridiculous to say no one gets through.
I suppose as well, kids that have been through a really good academy are more attractive to the smaller academies as well, so they might get picked up by them.
Yeah, sure. And so if a kid gets released from a big Cat 1 academy, then the other academies are usually lining up to take them, and so they will go on and progress there. Look at Declan Rice leaving Chelsea at 14. He went to another Cat 1 academy at West Ham, and look how well he's done since then. The third myth then that we'll bust is that the academies just don't care about kids, and it's like a sausage machine, You bung some in and stuff comes out at the end and no one cares. Again, it's not true. I know it can seem like that at times in certain experiences. But a lot of those experiences that parents complain about, to be honest, are because they've been rejected. The kids have been rejected. This is elite sport, not sport for all. It's elite. You're trying to identify the best players. Where there's elite sport, there is selection. Where there is selection, there is disappointment. We've covered that. So yes, there are going to be players who get released. But it's ridiculous to say that the clubs don't care, because the clubs are trying, just as we're trying, to keep our grandchildren quiet in the background.
And failing, actually.
On this case. However, and I'll finish on this point, if you are interested in getting you assessed as a player or your son or your daughter, please get in contact with us. Email office@thescoutinggame.co.uk.
Not skating.
Not
Can't
skating.
do that.
That'll be another business. So office@thescoutinggame.co.uk, and we will send you full information on how to get those assessments. Thank you.
Thanks.